welcome back. I'm Kim.
I'm Mark.
And we are doing another cupcake video. My car just mysteriously turned itself down to the cupcake shop today when I was running errands. So we have 8 new cupcake flavors to try.
Only 8?
Only 8.
Okay.
Okay. So, same place we've been going to. Today is Friday's menu.
Today's Friday's menu, eh?
Yes. So, we have a couple of really unique flavors to try today. And, let's see.
So which one would you like to try first? Do you want to go with the most exotic one and go to less exotic? Or do you want to do what I think we should do and just go less exotic to more exotic?
Well, let's go less exotic to more exotic. So what would you want to start with? I mean, we've got a fruit cupcake. You want a fruit cupcake?
Whichever one you think is the most normal of them, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Well, then I guess let's just start with the raspberry.
Raspberry.
Yeah.
It's just a raspberry?
A raspberry cake with raspberry buttercream. You want to show how that actually looks really pretty. They had a raspberry almond one too, but I didn't want to get both, so I kind of had to choose. I don't think this regular raspberry was actually on the menu. I think it was just an extra one for today. So
it's, what did you say? It's just raspberry cake?
It's raspberry cake with raspberry buttercream. And I gotta tell you, I do love a really good fruit cupcake.
I did not know that. I guess we don't really get that many though.
No, just when we started doing these videos. I mean, look at that.
Has it got like white chocolate chunks in the middle?
Tootie patootie. It might. I don't remember what it said. I guess I didn't look that closely on the menu because I just thought it was raspberry and raspberry.
I mean, I don't know how well it's going to pick up. But some kind of chunks in it. I'm guessing white chocolate, but I don't know. Nope. They use raspberries. There's seeds in there. Or feels like seeds.
It's got the nice little sprinkles on the top.
Okay, the cake by itself is good. It's really grainy though. You can tell that they used raspberries, which is good. If you don't like grain though in your cakes, you might be a little off-put by that. I don't really know what those chunks were. It didn't really taste like chocolate or anything else in there.
Well, I have to say I really enjoyed it. Honestly, it's more to me like, I don't really think cupcakes should be seasonal. Like, I think you should be able to have a fruit cupcake in October and have it still feel good. You know, it's not necessarily have to be a summer cupcake. So I really enjoyed it.
Yes, it was pretty good.
It was really good. The raspberry buttercream was so light. Like, it was not super sweet. You could definitely taste the raspberry throughout the whole cake even. Like, it's just a very nice flavor.
It is. If you want a raspberry flavor, it's good.
Yeah. And it was nice that it didn't have I mean, I think it would have been over the top with raspberry filling.
Yeah, I think this one probably did okay without a filling. Yeah. I mean, if they did do one, I would sort of want maybe like a white chocolate maybe in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The other one they have with raspberry is like a almond cake with raspberry buttercream. So, I really enjoyed this. I'm going to give it a 4.5. Wow. Yeah.
I liked it, but I still think it's just above average. So, I guess if my average is going to be a 2.5, like for just, right in the middle of a 5-star review, this one is probably a 3. I mean, I guess some of the 3s I've done earlier videos probably should have been 2.5s just because, but no, this one's above average, so it's a 3. I like it. It's something that is a nice change of pace as well.
Right. It's not chocolate. Vanilla or chocolate. Yeah. Which unfortunately doesn't bode well for the rest of our choices today. So, gosh, some of them are hard to tell what they are.
You didn't keep track?
Well, I'm pretty sure I got a caramel apple cupcake. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm just crazy. I mean,
well, maybe.
Maybe. I am crazy, but way, well, I don't know, maybe this cupcake flavor will be a surprise. But let's just take a look. So it looks like, actually it looks like a pumpkin cupcake.
Did you grab the pumpkin-y one? This one's got those little white chunks in it too. That does look like it's got some kind of interesting topping to it. So is it the pumpkin one? Or I guess you should wait till I take a bite so we can get a surprise.
No, I don't think it's the pumpkin one. I think it's the apple one. The problem is I'm not getting a lot of apple. I am getting apple, but not a lot of apple. I'm not getting much cinnamon either.
The cake itself, I didn't get much flavor, period. It was just there.
Yeah.
And it,
A little
again,
spongy.
it was spongy and sort of rubbery again.
Now the buttercream is a caramel buttercream, and I can taste that.
Okay, and I got that part of the cake. There was like some chunks, like when they do like apple muffins and stuff. You get those little gooey chunks in it, so that sort of tasted like there was some of those in there. But still, again, I'm not getting the apple flavor from the cake. I'm getting most of the flavor from the frosting.
Yep.
And even then,
It's caramel.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Yeah, it's
Yeah, this one's actually sort of disappointing.
yeah.
Because I also don't know what this off-white, it's crispier too, than whatever this stuff on the frosting is, this drizzle.
Yeah.
The best part's the frosting, but I'm not getting really caramel flavors from it either. It's more just like, well, no, I guess there is some caramel flavor to it, but it's very slight.
Yeah.
So yeah, the best part of this one is the frosting. The cake part itself, I was not too impressed by on this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, not picking up a lot of the flavors that they're promised.
So I'm gonna give this one a 2. It's slightly below average.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it.
Yeah. And I'd probably give it a 2.5. I mean, unfortunately, there's a lot of muffin mixes out there that bring a lot more of an apple taste to it.
Yeah.
So I wish it had more of an apple flavor. I agree. The buttercream was really good. It just wasn't hitting me in the apple. Cinnamon. I mean, I could have tasted cinnamon.
I had no cinnamon flavor
Yeah.
profile at all.
Yeah. So why don't we grab that one right there? That one is the crunchy caramel pecan. It's vanilla cake with brown sugar, cinnamon, pecan swirls, and caramel buttercream. And then it's got some pecans on top.
So I'm guessing the swirls are in the cake, because I don't see like a swirl on the
That's
outside
what,
here.
yeah, according to the way I read on the website, yeah, that's the buttercream is just buttercream, and there's supposed to be swirl on the inside. Well, I'm not seeing swirls.
That's disappointing.
You know, like right here there is, like right under the frosting, you kind of see a little bit of a swirl.
So we didn't get a good swirled one, if there's supposed to be a swirl.
See, and then look at this one. I mean, to me, the swirl is like on top. Like, see, I don't want to drop it, but I'll probably end up dropping it. But yeah, the swirl is mostly like right near where the frosting is.
Okay, so I took a piece from the bottom where there's no swirl. And it tastes like there's something in that cake. Like a ribbon of something. Or maybe it was just the cake being chewy again. I don't know if they did a good batch today because it doesn't seem like they're fluffy. Like maybe I'm remembering that they were fluffier than before.
Okay. So I did get some brown sugar and cinnamon, but it's more towards the kind of like the top.
Yeah, everything was towards the top in this one. Which this one you're basically gonna have to get in a bite of the entire cupcake to get all the flavors.
Yeah.
I am disappointed that the swirl didn't get into the entire cake, but I'm not a baker, so I don't know exactly how they would go about doing that. Okay, so yeah, the buttercream and the pecans and everything, and then that little piece of cake that has like that cinnamon. Yeah, all that is good. All that's delicious. And then you have the bottom part, which was just cake, and it seemed to have some different texture in there, but it didn't have a flavor in it. So I don't know if their ribbon just didn't work in this batch.
Yeah.
Or their cinnamon, whatever it is, swirl didn't work in this batch.
Yeah. I mean, it was, I'd say still a 2. I think the frosting was just a little bit sweet this time.
No, I liked it. I would say 2.5, just because I'm sure this one is actually better. I'm sure that we probably didn't get a good batch on this one, or a good sample on this one. Because if you're gonna advertise the swirl, it should be in it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 2.5 with the possibility of it being better. But.
All right. So since we're kind of in the maple tongue, and we're still going with pretty basic donuts, or cupcakes, we're gonna go with a pumpkin donut cupcake.
I mean, I'm wearing a donut shirt because you may have a donut cupcake, and that's the one we're going to next.
It is. We have maple pumpkin donut, which is a pumpkin cake with maple cream cheese and vanilla maple donut glaze.
So that's this one.
Yes.
Doesn't look like they put much glaze on the top, though. If that's the glaze, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So, and I have a feeling, just kind of looking at it, since it's maple pumpkin, I think it's definitely going to be more of a maple flavor.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much pumpkin flavor in this one at all.
So I am just going to cut off half of this one.
Because yeah, it doesn't look like they put much pumpkin in it, or pumpkin spice in it. So yeah, I'm not getting, again, much of anything in the flavor profile there. It's not even like vanilla. It's just, if you let it sit for a little bit, some maple starts to come in with an aftertaste, but there's no pumpkin, that's for sure.
They must have mixed up.
You have some green color on yours.
I do, and there's green color on that half as well. So maybe they frosted something with green and didn't get all the green out of the tip. I wouldn't even, honestly, it's not even a 2 to me. You know, it's...
Yeah, it doesn't scream maple, pumpkin.
It doesn't really scream anything. I mean, to me.
Yeah, this one's probably a 1.5.
I mean, it's just like eating pure sugar. And that's it.
Yeah. Not even the frosting saved that one.
No.
So there was no maple, no pumpkin. There was a bit of vanilla in the frosting, but the cake didn't even have like a vanilla flavor or a maple flavor or anything, any kind of, like we said.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say 1.5.
Yeah, that
was a disappointment.
Missed the mark, definitely. See, since we just did a maple pumpkin cinnamon, let's do the vegan donut, which is it's a vegan maple cinnamon with maple cake and vegan cinnamon cream cheese. I mean, just the color alone.
It is
pretty dark, but I mean also it's got their little tan paper to tell it's a vegan, but you can sort of tell it's got to be a darker cupcake as well.
Right.
And I am sort of looking forward to this one since the red velvet vegan one we had was actually pretty decent, so
So no,
Nothing in the middle.
no cross section. I will say this is a very, very dry cupcake. I mean, it feels.
Well, I guess
The way it feels, yeah.
the
but it's
vegan one last time was denser as well. So.
And I can smell the maple on this one for sure.
Oh yeah, you can tell this one has more density to it.
They nailed the cinnamon. And maybe I'm just picking that up with the frosting, but. And the cake by itself was like, eh.
The cake by itself, though, has maple in it. You can tell there's maple
Yes.
in it.
Yes.
I don't like the texture of this one. The texture is a bit off-putting compared to the other vegan one we had, which was actually, like you said, a wacky cake type.
Mm-hmm.
This one is, yeah. The frosting is good. It's got cinnamon. This one just seems like it's stale, like it was left out.
Yeah.
Kind of a texture to it. I'm sure it's not, hasn't been, I'm sure it's fresh, obviously, because you make it
Right.
daily.
Right.
It's just that this one, compared to the other vegan one we had, is not. As good texturally. But the flavor, again, is there.
And we had another one that was had a cinnamon buttercream, and I really like that one as well. The cinnamon buttercream, I'm really surprised. A lot of times when I think of cinnamon, I think of Red Hots. I know that's not really what cinnamon is, but I always think of Red Hots, and I love the flavor of that.
This one was very good, actually. I would say this one, if you want to look past the texture of the cake, which was a bit off, I'd say this one's probably a good 3.5.
Yeah, I would give it a 3.
So I'm going to say 3.25. I'm going to go.
Ooh. Yeah, I would do a 3. I still love the other one, the vegan red velvet.
That vegan red velvet is good.
I don't remember, is that a Saturday flavor? I have to look. Yeah, so why don't we do the peanut butter, and then we'll do...
So something tells me you probably won't like the sweet potato bourbon if it has the word bourbon in it. But maybe I'll like it. But this is your
peanut
butter hazelnut?
Hazelnut marshmallow.
Ooh.
So it's a peanut butter cake with hazelnut marshmallow filling and hazel marshmallow buttercream, I believe. That's what I wrote down. And then it has Nutella on top.
Ooh, Nutella. Oh, they filled it?
Yeah, that's a filled. It's supposed to be filled. It's supposed to have hazelnut marshmallow filling, which actually looks just like the buttercream. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there, but yeah.
I mean, I think it's the same because it's hazelnut marshmallow filling and hazelnut marshmallow buttercream.
Okay, that's fine.
So, and here's peanut butter in this cake.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yes, the cake has a good peanut butter flavor to it. There's a marshmallow component to it, so it's got 2 for 2. I'm not really getting hazelnut yet. There's hazelnut in there, but the frosting is interesting. I think the best part on this one is the cake part, actually,
Yes.
which is a bit of a reversal of what some other cupcakes are. Usually the frosting's like the key big thing.
Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely got the peanut butter flavor without being peanut butter overwhelming, which I think that's what turned me off on the one cupcake we had that had peanut butter filling. So I like the filling. I like the fact that it's a peanut butter cake and there's not peanut butter filling attached to it.
The frosting on this one was very fluffy compared to the other frostings. I think because they probably put like some marshmallow fluff in there or something.
Yeah. Which is always fun as somebody decorating to deal with marshmallow. It's not fun to deal with the fluff.
But I wasn't really a fan of the flavors in the icing. I liked the cake part. So this one is probably just a straight 3 for me. If you like hazelnut, maybe.
But I couldn't even pick up hazelnut, to be honest with
But
you.
I think that the Nutella was very diluted by the marshmallow that they tried to put in there as well.
Probably.
So
Yeah, I would give it a 2. It's definitely not my favorite.
yeah,
So.
it's pretty average to me anyway. Like, I just think that it's a 3 because the cake was actually really good.
All right, so we got 2 left, and as you notice, I took off my sweater. It's starting to get a little hot. Getting the cupcake sweats. So we have 2 left. Let's do this really. I think it's pretty. It's a chocolate mint cookie cupcake, which is a chocolate cake with mint buttercream, mint and with crushed cookies on top. And I believe there's crushed cookies in the.
All right. Well, I gotta look at the cookie.
I think it's a. I thought it was supposed to be an Oreo, but.
I don't. Oh, that's unless my eyes can't tell. Nope, it looks white. They didn't use mint Oreos. What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm disappointed they didn't use mint Oreos. Just use regular Oreos.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean they use Oreos in a couple of their cupcakes, so I'm sure you don't want to buy an extra Oreo. So we know that the cupcake's just chocolate.
Oh, it's just chocolate.
It's just chocolate, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, that one's just, seems to be just a plain chocolate. Nothing really outlandish about it. I don't know, I mean, there's mint.
I really like it. It reminds me of mint chocolate chip ice cream. I think actually this is one Kylie might like, so I'm going to save that piece for her, see what she thinks of it. But
See, it's reminding me of mint Oreos. And it's okay. I don't know. I like stuff with mint to be minty. Maybe it's just I don't think it's minty enough. I don't know. I like it, but I don't think it's like anything that's like super wow.
yeah, no, and I wouldn't get it again. I mean, it's fun. It's definitely been getting outside of my comfort zone as far as tasting things, but honestly, my go-tos haven't changed. Like I haven't found a new flavor that I would never have had before that I would go after. You know, I like the Delicious. That's a really good one. I really like that raspberry one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 3. It's just there, but it's good.
Right, and I would say number 3 is or 3 for me as well. So I did enjoy it. But yeah, it's not my favorite.
No.
And then we have our last one, which again I can't remember exactly what's all in it. It's a bourbon sweet potato, and there's little sweet potato shavings on top. Yeah, I thought it would be described online, so I didn't even think about looking at because they have the descriptions against all the cupcakes. But
Well, this will be my first sweet potato cupcake ever.
yes, me
So
too.
we'll see. I have no.
Nothing to compare it to.
Nothing to compare it to. Yes. Yeah, okay.
Nothing in the cross section. It is a stickier cupcake. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but
Yeah, this one has a lot of moisture content in it.
yes, yes, that's
So there's crispy bits of sweet potato.
And the cake has a sweetness to it, like a sweet potato.
yeah.
So it's interesting, but I like it.
I almost feel like this is a more of a kind of a mapley cream cheese, or mapley buttercream. Not a cream cheese buttercream, but definitely has maple remnants to it.
Well, there's supposed to be if it's a bourbon sweet potato, there's supposed to be some bourbon notes in there, I'm guessing.
I don't drink, so I've
And
never had bourbon, but I don't really.
I'm thinking it's mostly in the cake, where the bourbon flavor is. It's not like that ale one we had where you can tell it was like there's a beer flavor in this one.
Yeah.
This one you can't really tell that there's bourbon flavor in it.
Okay, so I like the crunchy sweet potato bits, honestly. I think that, oh no. I like that it has little pieces of candy. I almost think they're candy. What do you think?
I don't think they're candy. I think they're just
crispy.
crispy.
Yeah. So I did like that, but I'm just, I don't know. The aftertaste it kind of reminds me of potato chips, or that sweet potato.
I mean, this one's interesting. Like I said, I have no gauge on a sweet potato cupcake. It's got a sweet potato flavor to it. The frosting, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a marshmallowy type one, because some people put marshmallows on their sweet potatoes. The bourbon flavor, didn't really get much of it, if there is bourbon flavor in there. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but I can't really say it's above average because I don't know. I mean, it's an above average idea.
Yeah.
But flavor wise itself, I'm just gonna give this one a 3.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go for a 2. I like the sweet potato bits in it. I just wasn't too crazy about the rest of it. So
I like the flavor of it. It's just,
yeah. So I would say, at this point we've tried a lot of maybe unique flavors. I mean, stuff that, if you would, it's just outside of your normal vanilla chocolate. We've had, this is our 3rd round. We did 12 the first time, we did 10 the second, we did 8 this time, and I think this is the end of our Scratch Cupcakery series. I would say this one, my favorite honestly was raspberry. I mean,
the raspberry was...
It was good. It wasn't too sweet or frosting. It definitely had the raspberry flavor, and I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, I think it was either that one or I actually liked that vegan one.
Yeah. I did not like it, but I really loved the red velvet vegan. I thought that was really good.
But yeah, I think my favorite and the best one was the raspberry one too.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to remember correctly. I think it's the other one that got above 3. So yeah.
So I think the raspberry wins this round. I think overall I'd really have to kind of think back to all the cupcakes, which kind of tells me that they all weren't very memorable. They were just good cupcakes. But for this round it's raspberry. Like I said, the delicious one is one we did not try on camera, but that one is really delicious.
It's a cookie butter cream chocolate cookie.
So, which is pretty classic, but I'm really a chocolate chip cookie girl. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed our series, cupcakes. We have 2 weeks until our vacation to Universal, so we're trying to get some ideas for when we go there, because not only we're going to Universal, we're going to go to Disney Springs. We're hoping, what's the name of that chocolate cookie place that we're hoping opens up?
Oh, I don't even know. Gideon's Cookies, I don't think they're going to be open. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, but we're going to try some flavored churros, some specialty churros over there. Last time we had Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles.
It was Fruity Pebbles.
A Fruity Pebbles churro. So we're going to try some churros. We're going to probably go to Homecoming again. I'm not sure what else. Maybe try the crepes. Although I see every other YouTuber, the lines are horribly long.
Yeah, the crepes line is humongous.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, I've got cupcake all over my pants now. So.
But anyway.
Yes. Thanks for watching.
And we will see you next time.
Take care.